What's up, guys? I'm randomfrankp, going vlog style for you guys today. And today's gonna be the start of building my brand new setup. We're gonna be converting this into a very minimal workstation and changing this whole part of the studio over here into like two separate filming sets. So you remember when I moved in and when I did the room tour a few months ago, this area was always just very, empty. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it really. But now, been planning some things for a while now, finally gonna start it off today. Building a minimal workstation over here for like editing, casual stuff, making it nice and clean though. And this area is gonna be just like a chill kind of backdrop, lots of DIY and stuff going on. So yeah, just happy to finally start this off. Gonna be a long day, let's just do it. Alright, so starting off, what I had in mind for this was to make this wall completely brick. But obviously, it's all drywall, and doing a brick surface would be expensive. Wallpaper won't cut it. So we're gonna get these massive insulating foam boards and make our own brick. Now I know it probably sounds confusing if you can't properly envision it, but trust me, it looks legit. I've seen a lot of tutorials and DIY videos on how to do it, and the end result looks great. And instead of it costing like a few hundred to close to $1,000 to completely get a brick surface on that wall, it's only gonna cost me around $60 for paint and stuff. And I'm getting 3 of these 4x8 by 1 inch polyfoam insulation boards. So now, let's go to Lowe's. Alright, so I'm gonna chalk this one up as a personal W, and I gotta gloat about it for a second because I am super pumped that this worked out and we got it home efficiently. Alright, so these boards are 8 feet by 4 feet, and I took my wife's SUV today thinking that these would fit it no problem. She told me all along, not gonna fit. Well, as always, she was right. So what I had to do was I bought these like painter sheets that were like 12 feet long, and I just strapped them down on each side and was holding them as I was driving. Definitely nerve-wracking to say the least, but we got it. It worked. Alright, so I have all 3 boards laid out, as you can see on the deck. It's the only day where it's not supposed to be raining for the next like 5 days, so I figured just knock this out today outside. So I have them all laid out, and now I'm going to trace out the kind of brick outline. Also picked up this this wall texture to give the foam an actual like brick kind of textured look. This like 99-cent tile was going to be my brick outline, so I could trace these individually once I have the lines laid out. And I picked up that massive piece of wood over there just so I could get some straight lines.
Thousand years later.
Well, we got it all done, but it took longer than I was anticipating, but it's all right. So the next thing is, again, to use this wall texture spray, probably the medium setting here, to give it more of that overall brick look. And then I'll use the welding kit to kind of, carve out the individual bricks. So it looks like one cohesive wall. Alright, so for this part, definitely important you do this outside because the fumes it smells nasty. You don't want this in your house, breathing it in your lungs. So I definitely suggest doing it outside. And also be careful because this welding iron is extremely hot. As you can see, it's cutting through the foams like butter. And the hard thing was getting a consistent speed across where it would melt it efficiently and kind of look all the same. So that's what was mainly time consuming, but at the same time, as long as it was taking and as satisfying as it was to do, the main thing here is to remember that it's a brick wall, or it's supposed to look like a brick wall. It's not gonna be perfect. When have you seen a perfect looking brick wall? So having just some natural, mess ups in it, some, abrasions and stuff, that's what you're gonna want to see. So I wasn't stressing too much about it. And even here, what I did for a lot of this was purposely go over and put chips and dents and little marks into the brick just to give it that more authentic look. So this is what took a long time, but the end result, I think it came out really, really good, and it looks like brick.
Thousands of tears later.
Man, it's 9:30 at night. I started this at 2:30, maybe just before 3. This took a lot longer than I was expecting. It was pretty boring, but hey, at least I think it looks awesome. The end result is looks just like a brick textured wall. So really happy with how it came out. I just brought them down here now to do some trimming at the bottom because I guess the ceilings aren't exactly 8 feet, and cut out a little hole where the outlet is. But it looks so good that when I got them down here, I'm contemplating keeping them white actually. So what I did was I put a poll up on Instagram and the YouTube stories asking the viewers real quick to vote. And then depending on how the poll is tomorrow, I'll go with that. But it just looks really, really good. Big fan of how it came out. So either keep it white or paint it black, not too sure. I wanted to build a lot more things, got some shelves to put up and stuff. But I'm just too tired. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys in the morning. Alright, so today mainly going to be focusing on starting to build the setup and bring it to life. A lot of the bigger things and more, stuff like the gear and the hardware, I'm going to wait until the final setup tour. And yesterday, last night, I left it off with me putting a poll up on Instagram and YouTube. Instagram was pretty decisive. 65% wanted it to stay white. Other 35 said paint it black. My issue is this is right in front of a big window, if you guys remember. And as you can see behind me, I don't have it mounted or aligned or anything. It's just leaning against the wall. I feel like depending on the lighting conditions, it's going to get easily blown out and it's just going to look like a white wall behind me. So that's why I'm definitely leaning towards painting it black. Just because it's still going to have that nice texture. It's going to be a matte texture, so it can absorb a lot of that white and you're still going to be able to see some of that brick texture. But Facebook, I did the Facebook stories, and a lot of you guys were just giving me answers that I wasn't looking for. Like I said, black or white.
You should do half black and half white, and then do a gradient around it so it looks really cool like a vignette. Paint it green, paint it fuchsia. Do an abstract splatter with rainbow paint.
Yeah, so I'm still leaning towards painting it black, but like I said, today I want to focus on just building the setup for now, so let's go do that. And of course, my drill died, so I'm gonna have to do it by hand. But I hate the little hex screws because there's not enough clearance between the side of the rail, so it just takes like 10 times longer. And they only included, this is, of course, the studio is a mess right now, by the way, so ignore that background. They only included one of these, and there's two for the back beam, that X, the support. Only one. So I have to probably email the manufacturer so they can send one out. But of course. Alright, so day 2 in the book so far. Everything's taking a lot longer than I originally thought. But so far, I cut the panels so they fit perfectly right up to the ceiling and then down to the baseboards. I just have them leaning up against the wall for now and things propped up just to have that. Tomorrow I have the adhesive, which since they're so light, you can just use 3M adhesive. So I ordered that on Amazon. That'll be here tomorrow morning. So I'll get those properly mounted. Then we'll paint those tomorrow. So yes, definitely leaning towards painting them black so they're not constantly getting blown out. And I want that nice kind of contrast with the white walls and that black accent wall, kind of like the gray wall over there. And we also mounted the artifact shelf. Got this. I'll probably do some things with the desk tomorrow. The monitor and most of the stuff that's gonna complete the desk. That's gonna, like I said, gonna be saved for the actual setup tour. And then this shelf minus that one support beam that's missing. It's pretty empty for now, but I'll build it up. I'll get more trinkets and stuff to complete the shelf. Got a little Groot figure, the Eagle Super Bowl newspaper up there. But yeah, busy day 2. So tomorrow we'll paint that wall. Alright, day 3, finally going to start painting today and do some little minor odd jobs around the desk to start building that setup. But I got those 3M adhesives in, the removable ones, like those command hooks and stuff. Just have them strapped behind there because they're so lightweight. Barely takes anything to hold them up. So that's great because everyone want to take them down or swap them out, anything like that. And I currently just have some drywall stuff keeping the panels together. You can see the pink up there. It'll dry white. You paint it over anyway, so we'll be able to see it. And then that wall should be complete. I have a corner lamp coming. I'm going to put like a fake tree thing on this side. Maybe I'll paint like my decal in the middle or something like that. I don't know. But finally coming together. Alright, so while I'm still waiting just for that first quick coat to dry, I realized I don't have a regular paintbrush. The ones that we had that I used on the gray wall by the TV, I didn't clean properly, so now it's all dried and like mummified. So I gotta run out and get that. And while I was painting this, I kind of like how you have the white in between the brick, just the way it protrudes out. So I was thinking of keeping it that way, but then I started getting like ska vibes. Like I know it's not like checkered or anything, but it's just not the total look I was going for. So I'm probably gonna run out, get a haircut while I'm out. By the way, Easter's coming up. My hair is getting long. Get a haircut, pick up a paintbrush. Come back and then do a light coat in between the bricks to cover up the white. Because again, I don't want it to look like perfect. I want it to have that natural kind of the abrasions and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. Alright, so another busy day in the books, and for the most part, got the wall all finished up, all painted. As you can see in the back, there's still some untouched parts that just the paint couldn't get to. But looking at it gives it more a more realistic, authentic look. So I'm happy with it. It would be impossible to get every single inch or a little crevice of that painted white because there are so many natural dips and grooves when you're cutting into that styrofoam. But it's been pretty fun. Long 3 days, but it's cool. $45 for a DIY brick wall. And I just think having it black, definitely my mic is falling. It's gonna complement my personal, the minimal setup I'm working on over here. Just a nice little accent wall with the texture. So really happy it turned out the way it did. There's no lighting. I'm just sitting in front of the window. It's like 6 o'clock at night now, so the sun's setting. It's been raining out, so it's like gray. And this is all the lighting I have right now. So once I get it properly lit and stuff, the fake ficus will look better if I even keep it there. Got a nice little industrial like signal lamp in the back. I was working on converting the Tommen's desk lamp into a hanging wall-mounted lamp, but the way they designed that thing, it is not meant to be, messed around with and modded. So I might just pick up a hanging wall lamp for the setup, and then as we start getting more gear in, building it. But yeah, it's coming together. 3 days of a vlog, and couldn't be happier at this point. I like little projects like this, and it's cool to put a little vlog together and kind of document it all so you guys can see the whole process as well. And I'll put some of the stuff that I showed off that I'm using in the description down below in case you guys want to check it out. But yep, that will do it for this vlog. And I don't know if I'll do another vlog on this setup, because I'll probably just save that for when I do the final tour of the minimal desk workstation I got going on. But I do have another vlog planned pretty shortly on something different that does involve modding something in the studio. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.